What does Donkey Kong mean to me? It means fun, adventure, hijinks, a sense of discovery, shock, thrills, and excitement with fantastic music every step of the way. There's always something new and fun to have within the series, and it's always been that way since they transformed an idea for Popeye into a gorilla. So I didn't think this would be a video I make, but things kind of just came into my head and here I am. Hey guys, Game Prime here, and today I bring you something totally different. Just me telling you guys what the Donkey Kong series means to me and some of my most fond memories with it. I just thought it would be a great way to reminisce and get even more hyped as we're only now hours away from Donkey Kong Bananza, the first brand new DK game in 11 years, and the first new 3D DK in almost 26 years. For as long as I can remember, I've been a Donkey Kong fan. Some of my first memories ever in my entire life are of Donkey Kong 64, and for some reason, the crumbling enemy Clump. I don't know why, it just, whenever I think of, some of my first memories, that's what comes to mind. Don't ask me, I have no idea. DK64 came out just a half a year after I was born, so a lot of my early childhood I remember watching my mom play this game. I absolutely loved watching her play it, from the start of the game to Angry Aztec and her getting mad at the Diddy Jetpack sections, to Frantic Factory getting mad at the original Donkey Kong arcade machine and the boss Angry Jack. I have a lot of memories of this game, honestly, like staying home with my mom when my dad was working late, watching her play and me getting absolutely scared of the big fish and gloomy galleon. That thing always scared the shit out of me as a kid. Another memory of DK64 was when I had to be about 3 years old. I remember eating a blue raspberry Luigi's Italian Ice on my couch and I spilled it all over my N64 controller as I was exploring DK Isle. It's just core memories like that that really have had such an impact on my life, and for those reasons are why I love this series so much and have such a connection with it. Also, when I was younger, I would always go over to my aunt's house and play the original Donkey Kong Country on her Super Nintendo. I was never really good at the game and only made it to the third world most of the time, but my aunt always loved the minecart level and would play it with me. My entire family is just a huge Donkey Kong family, honestly. My mom loves and has played all of these games, my aunt loved Donkey Kong Country 1, and my cousin is a huge fan of all the country games. Throughout my entire life, I've had these phases where I would just be a huge Donkey Kong fanatic and go absolutely bananas about all the games and all the series. Donkey Kong is the pivotal piece in why we're all video game fans today. Not just me and my family, but everyone who picks up a controller. Rare had such an impact on me as a kid, not only for DK, but for all their other series too. But man, they really made Donkey Kong into the character and series it is today. But going along with me saying I always had a Donkey Kong phase, there was even a point 10 or so years ago on my channel where I wanted to make a whole new video series comparing different versions of games, while also trying to make it a whole retrospective as well. I was way in over my head about this video idea, and I only got about 1/3 of the video done before I scrapped it, even though I had it fully written and I was writing it for days and days while I was in high school. Fun fact, the rough draft of what I had edited is out on my channel now if you ever want to check it out for whatever reason. What sparked that though was the release of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze in 2014. I even wrote and edited a review of the game back then when I was 15. Tropical Freeze was such a masterpiece and I absolutely loved every part of it, which I was very shocked at the time because I didn't like DKC Returns at all. But Tropical Freeze is one of my favorite games ever. It's probably one of the best 2D platformers ever made, and I will recommend it to anyone for as long as I live. We're going to flash back to my childhood once again, probably around the age of 9 and 10, as I'm sitting in my doctor's office, and I look up at the TV and the Donkey Kong Country cartoon is playing. And I only ever heard about the show online, but never actually saw it in person. After my appointment, I went up to the front desk and I actually asked if I could have the VHS, as I've been looking for it everywhere and never found it. And they gave it to me. It's still a great piece of my collection today that I cherish, and I'm just so thankful that they were nice enough to give it to me. Me and my best friends even reacted and watched an episode of it on our multiplayer channel 4PG, which you guys can also check out in the description below. So before I end this endless yap session, I must point out one more important aspect about DK that's always been with me since I was a little kid: the music. David Wise and Grant Kirkhope crafted some of the absolute best songs video games have ever been graced with. I could make an entire video on this alone, but I feel like I hum and sing more DK songs than just about any other game series. Jungle Hijinks, Aquatic Ambience, Lockjaw Saga, Stilt Village, Frantic Factory, the freaking DK Rap, Busted Bayou, Abyss Abyss. These are just some of my favorite tracks. I love these game soundtracks so much that whenever I get a new phone, these are some of the first soundtracks to get instantly imported on my phone. The soundtracks of these games are really just what sets the tone for the entire game and the adventure you're about to go on with the entire crew. So with Bananza just hours away, I cannot wait to feel all the feelings of not only DK, but 3D Mario as well, since it's made by the Odyssey team. These games are so special and they don't come around often. While you're playing tomorrow and throughout the next week or so, I just want everyone to soak it in. Have a great time with it. Connect things that you're doing outside of the game back to the game, so in many years when there's a new Donkey Kong game, you could look back at memories and fond times of this game's release. Just like I have my entire life with not only Donkey Kong, but gaming as a whole. Thank you all for watching, and I will leave you with this. What does Donkey Kong mean to me? It means fun, adventure, hijinks, a sense of discovery, shock, thrills, and excitement, with fantastic music every step of the way. There's always something new and fun to have within the series, and it's always been that way since they transformed an idea for Popeye into a gorilla.